Good morning. Welcome back to another video. My name is Steph. For those of you that are new, I'm so happy you're here. I make lifestyle videos and really revolving around the carnivore diet and my health journey on the carnivore diet. I like to share just how I keep it realistic and sustainable eating this carnivore diet. And I've been doing this for over 2 years. And I am a 43-year-old mom of 5, and I have been able to heal and reverse a lot of the health issues that I had, my gut, inflammation. I've gotten off of my medications. I've lost 50 pounds and been able to maintain that, as well as reversed my Hashimoto's autoimmune disorder through eating a carnivore diet. So that is what I share a lot of on my channel. This video today is going to be my morning routine. I just shared the clips of what I do on a typical morning, and I thought I would it's been a while since I've done a morning routine, so this is essentially my more spring morning routine, spring to summer. I live in Arizona, and it is definitely already feeling like summer. We've had several 100-degree days lately, and I think this week it's supposed to be in the 90s, so I do love when it's 90 degrees. I love the heat, I love the warmth, but the sun is rising pretty early, and I try to get up at sunrise. So I need to wake up at about 5:15 if I'm going to get out the door and watch the sunrise, and I'm going to go on a walk while the sun is rising. But this morning, it's a Saturday morning, and I actually did not get up at 5:15 like I normally do. I got up at like 5:30. So by the time I ice rolled my face and filled up my water and drank a couple sips of water, the sun was already rising, and so I still was able to get out there right after, and I go on usually a 30-minute walk and just kind of warm up my muscles, get my legs moving, and I love getting morning light. Like, that is just, it's almost a non-negotiable for me now. So I get outside. I like getting morning sunlight in my eyes. It just wakes me up. It helps me feel good. And I'm also getting the benefit of red light because I'm out there at sunrise. So a few times a week, I have been doing sprints. So I try to do my new split right now is I do strength training a couple times a week, usually 2 times a week. And then I've been doing sprints 2 times a week after my walk. And so this morning I did some sprints, and I am new to this. I am not a runner. I don't like running. I love walking, but I'm not a runner. So I don't think my running mechanics are necessarily really good. So don't judge me on those. But I'm working on it, and I've only been doing this for 1 week now, but I know that sprints are so good for you, and it's just a really quick way to get a really good workout in and to also build muscle and strength and help, just burn fat. And I actually like it. I actually like doing sprints. I never thought I would say that. I'm not very fast, but you start at your level. And so it's something I know I'll get better at as time goes on. But I did sprints this morning, and I only do 4 sets of 2. So I go back and forth, and that's 1 set. And I do essentially 40 to 50 yards. And I do 4 sets of that. And I've been doing that 2 times a week or so. Like I said, it's Saturday morning, so my morning routine is a little bit different on Saturdays. During the week, I am homeschooling my kids. So my morning looks exactly the same. I still get up about 5:15 to 5:30. I still go on a walk every morning, and then I go home and read my Bible and have time in God's Word, and that is very important to me. And so I love getting into God's Word first thing in the morning too. And I find that if I don't go out and get morning light and get movement in, or do my sprints, or read my Bible first thing in the morning, a lot of times it won't happen later. If I don't do it right away, the demands of the day get me, and I just end up, it ends up not happening. And so these are things that I prioritize doing first thing in the morning, because I know that it's going to just set my day right, and it sets me up in such a way that I feel so good when this is my routine. So this is what I try to do every single day, Monday through Sunday. It doesn't matter if it's the weekend, I still get up around the same time by 5:30 every day and try to do these things. They've just become habits that I started about a year ago, and it's just second nature. It's just what I do every day. And so that is how I start my morning every day. And so, yeah, like I said, today's Saturday, so I'm not homeschooling my kids. They're not doing school today. I have 5 children. For those of you that are new, I'm a 43-year-old mom of 5, but 2 of my kids are adults, so they are no longer in school. And I homeschool still a 10th grader, 7th grader, and 5th grader. But it is Saturday, and they were still asleep at that point. And then I usually will make coffee. I have a Breville espresso machine, and so I'll make my coffee at that point. So I like to wait about 2 hours after I wake up before I have any coffee or caffeine. And my coffees are half decaf, so I don't even drink a lot of caffeine. It's essentially 1 shot of espresso, and then the rest is decaf. So I don't like a lot of caffeine first thing in the morning, and even then with 1 shot, I still delay it 2 hours after I wake up, because cortisol is already high in the morning. I don't really want a higher cortisol spike. Too much caffeine actually makes me really jittery and gives me heart palpitations. So I don't want to feel like that. So I find 1 shot of caffeine is perfect, and then the rest is decaf. So normally at that point of the morning, around 7:30, I would make my iced coffee with my espresso machine, and then I also make my husband an iced coffee. I am the barista in our house, and I like to do that for him, and he loves that. And then he's the cook, so he makes breakfast, and by 8:30, my kids are waking up and we're getting our morning going. And then normally we sit down around 9 to 9:30 after they have gotten ready for the day. they've done their chores, we will then have breakfast, which my husband always cooks because he is home a lot of mornings. Not every single morning, but he cooks breakfast. I think we're gonna have breakfast a little bit later today. Normally on the weekends, the breakfast goes a little later. During the week, we like to have breakfast together as a family so we can get our school going and do homeschool. But on the weekends, it's a little bit more chill and we're not really in a rush. So we're delaying breakfast a little, and my daughter actually needed to come to church to serve at church this morning, and so we had to bring her here so that she could work. And me and my husband decided to, instead of making coffee at home, to go get a coffee. So that is why I'm in my car. He's inside taking my daughter right now. And then we are going to go to coffee together, and we're going to have a little date. I know I shared this in my last vlog, but we like to prioritize once a week or so, making sure that we at some point get out together. And usually it's a coffee date. That is usually what we do. He also comes on a walk with me in the morning, so we get time together then. And he does sprints with me too. But we don't love to eat out. I don't know. I just find that the food that we make at home is so much better, and it's cheaper and it tastes better, and I know where it's from and I know what's in it. So I think we just have not been really loving eating out very much. There is a couple places local that we will eat out when we do, and they're really good, and we'll get burger patties, and I know where the meat is from, and I like how they cook it. They cook it on a grill. And then there's a coffee shop that we'll get coffee, and they'll make eggs and bacon, and they'll do eggs in butter. But for the most part, we don't really eat out a lot. So when we go on dates, we do a lot of coffee dates. So, but all that to say, we're going to go get coffee. And so that is kind of how my morning looks right now. And it really doesn't change much throughout the year. I know I said it's like my spring morning routine, but really this is consistently what I try to do pretty much year round. And of course I live in Arizona, so it's not really that cold here in the winter, and I can still pretty much have this morning routine. The only difference in the winter is that I will read my Bible first and then go on a walk, because it gets lighter much later. But right now the sun is rising at 5:30, so in about a month from now, it'll be rising at 5 a.m. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to get up at like 4:50 in June and July. I think it is around that time if I wanna watch the sunrise, which I do. I love starting my day with a sunrise and sunshine. So I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you're having a beautiful morning wherever you are at. And yeah, I just wanted to share kind of what I do for my morning routine, and I will catch up with you all when we have our coffee, and I will show you what I order. All right, my husband made breakfast, and this is what I have been really loving lately. Honestly, I'm just keeping it so simple, but it's just eggs, which I have 5 eggs, and then extra sharp cheddar, the Tillamook brand. And honestly, just buttery, salty, cheesy eggs is it's what I want every morning right now. And I have been using this Malden, I don't know how to say it, I guess it's Malden sea salt flakes. It's so good. The sea salt, the salt is bigger than like the Redmond salt. So if you haven't tried this, you need to try it. I don't know if you can see this, but yeah, flaky sea salt on eggs with butter, cheese. Oh, it's so good. So this is my breakfast. So I'm gonna eat this with my family, and then I will catch up with you after breakfast. Okay, we had breakfast, and honestly, the rest of the day, because it's Saturday, we're probably just going to spend time outside, go to the pool, swim, get some sunshine, work on the tan. It's pretty hot here now. So, but during the week, it looks a little different. After breakfast, usually from 10 to 12, usually after breakfast from about 10 to 2, that is when we do school and have like a school and work block. But during the weekends, obviously we don't have school, and we try to just get stuff done around the house, or we go do things. And then Saturday nights we go to church because our church offers Saturday night service and Sunday service. So that is kind of my typical morning routine, and it looks very similar, at least in the early mornings for me and my routine, whether it is a weekday or a weekend. And also in my next video, I would like to do a Q&A. So if you have any questions for me, anything that I might not have answered in the past, or anything that I might not regularly answer in my videos, go ahead and drop a question in the comments, and I will be doing a Q&A video very soon. I've never done one of these on my channel, and I think it's time to do one. I'll also be over on Instagram asking anybody if they have any questions, and so I'll just kind of take the most common questions from Instagram and here on YouTube and come up with a video for that. So drop your questions in the comment box. And if you don't already follow me over on Instagram, if you have Instagram, go ahead and follow me over there. It's the same name, My No Carb Life. And I do post pretty much every day on Instagram. I try to keep it consistent because I can share easily like what I'm eating and just chat with you guys and stuff. So I like Instagram because it's in real time. And thank you all, as always, for watching my videos, for taking time out of your busy day to support my channel. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you all very soon in the next one. Bye, friends.